I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Oh, boys! I'm back!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Filmbox Podcast, a movie podcast about the movie Sinners, which is what we're going to be talking about today. I'm here. I'm your host, Aaron Souza. I'm joined today by the Filmbox twins. It's Film and Box. How you guys doing?
That's a good one.
Hello.
Hey, I thought I was like panicking trying to think of it during the intro, and then that came in, and I was like, yes!
Doing good.
It's actually Sam and Connor. How you guys doing? It's been a good week.
I would say so. Yeah.
Good. Well, today we're talking about Sinners, the new Ryan Coogler film starring Michael B. Jordan X2, Hailee Steinfeld, and Miles Caton, and a whole host of others. And we're going to have a pretty good discussion. We're not going to be doing like a traditional review. More so, we are just going to be discussing. This obviously is opening weekend for the movie. And we've all seen it. We're going to give our thoughts. We're going to kind of go a little bit spoilery, but not too intense. Or at least we'll have a disclaimer when we start to get spoilery.
But if you're listening to this episode without seeing the movie first, well,
you should go see the movie.
You should go see the movie first.
100%. But before we do that, we got to talk about what we've been watching lately. Sam, you always kick us off, so I'm going to Connor. No, just kidding. What have you been watching lately, Sam?
Yeah, I finished off the Sonic trilogy, so I watched Sonic 2 and Sonic 3.
Wild.
Sonic 3 was the best out of the bunch, but still was not too bad. Super predictable though. Which I guess is fine. But and then I finally watched Uncle Buck for the first time. Loved it.
For the first time. Ooh,
yeah,
what'd you think?
I loved it. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Nice.
And then I just got back about an hour ago from Sinners, so
Wonderful.
Wide variety of films for you.
yes.
Yeah. And are you drinking anything this fine evening?
I'm going to be drinking a Mountain Beach from Breckenridge Brewery. I think I've had this on the pod. I think I've had this on the episode before. Stop open.
If he could open it.
With your teeth.
There it is. Very nice. We need to get sponsored by Breckenridge Brewery. Where are they based out of?
Breckenridge, Colorado.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if it was in Colorado. It could have been Breckenridge anywhere. It could have been Breckenridge, Alaska. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while you're looking at that,
yeah.
I'm gonna go down what I've been watching. All right. So I have seen 4 movies. Started off the week with a good old Sinners watch. I saw it Monday night for a press screening out in Boston. That was incredible. What an experience it was. So that was cool. Followed that up 2 days later. I had a press screening for The Legend of Ochi, which is the new A24 film, kids movie, kind of if Studio Ghibli was live action and not as good. Is basically how I could describe that. Then the next day I did a double feature. The Sci-Fi Draft pod had me feeling I wanted some nostalgic 80s sci-fi, put on Total Recall, which is actually 1990, but it still counts.
With Arnold.
Recall.
I wanted 80s action, so I put on Total Recall 2012.
There you go. No, Total Recall's fun. I really like that movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. It's really cool. And then same day, I watched a lesser-known film called Swimming Pool from 2003. I saw this movie I was on Whatnot, and there was an auction on swimming pool, and I thought it was for The Swimming Pool, aka La Piscine, which is a French film that I really love. So I was going to bid on it, but then I looked it up and saw it was this movie, which is very, very similar to La Piscine, but not the same movie. And so I decided to instead buy Swimming Pool and then watched it when it came in on DVD. And yeah, that's what I've been seeing. I have a crisp, cool Diet Coke. And we are good to go. Connor, what have you been watching recently?
All right, everyone lock in.
Oh, God.
So my girlfriend is on vacation right now, visiting some friends in California. So what is a guy to do besides binge the hell out of some movies? Starting
Not
with,
much, apparently.
I sometimes I wish I had a life, but how else can I watch like 10 movies in a week?
True.
Started it off with Magazine Dreams.
Oh boy, controversial.
Yeah, the controversial one because of the star. It's a really interesting movie though because it's very heavily inspired by Taxi Driver. Where you have like this socially awkward kind of outcast, but he's very into bodybuilding. And you see like his mental state just kind of deteriorate as his obsession with this pro bodybuilder just falls apart. Anyone else who they could have cast for the lead, and this is a phenomenal film. I didn't even give it a rating.
Yeah.
But it is a very intense, very uncomfortable watch. Then, kind of to get some better vibes, I watched Sacramento. It's kind of like a road trip comedy with Michael Cera, Michael Angarano. I think that's how you say his name. Which he directed it too. That's pretty good. Even though like those type of like road trip comedies aren't my cup of tea. Then I watched the original Superman from 1978. Man. If the new Superman is even a fraction as good as this one, we are in great hands because that is like full of hope. Christopher Reeve is the epitome of Superman.
R.I.P.
Yeah, it's just incredible. Then I went to an early screening of The Accountant 2 because it was like a little promotion on tax day.
Nice.
Yeah, it was excellent.
That's smart.
Excellent promotion. The movie is also really good too. My review's out now. And it's funny how they kind of just abandoned the straightforward action elements and just made it like a buddy comedy with Ben Affleck and John Bernthal. And it worked so much better.
Nice.
Let's see. Then I watched Ephus, which is a Massachusetts-based baseball movie. And goddamn, is that movie good.
I need to see it. I've heard good things.
It's incredible. It's so like on the surface, it's just guys playing baseball, like older guys, some from college. But it's such like a good look at just adult friendship of how like these are just random people, and all their interactions are kind of like why are you like friends with each other? And it's just like we all love the same thing, and that's enough. But yeah, I would definitely watch it. Like it's great. Made me want to play baseball.
Oh yeah, the David Ehrlich, the IndieWire chief film critic, his review usually are very, very long, drawn out. Like he just repurposes his IndieWire reviews on Letterboxd, but his review for Ephus is just the word Ephus, and I love that.
It's good. Then I watched Superman 2 because that was a movie that was spun for me. I did not like it as much as the original, but it still wasn't bad. I didn't get the Richard Donner or Richard Lester cut or whichever there's a director's cut and then the mass produced cut, theatrical cut.
Theatrical
whatever.
cut is what you're looking for.
I'm talking too much, and sometimes like I just don't know where the words go. The director's cut is a lot better, and I didn't get that one on Max, so it wasn't as good. Then I watched Warfare. That is just an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you walk out feeling just so many things. And I know a lot of people are having debates about like the politics of it, the intentions of it, and I just feel like the very last scenes of the movie are very intentional with what they wanted to portray. Then I watched Sinners, which we'll talk about. And today I watched Drop. So I've been basically living at the movie theater this week.
Yeah, you've seen a lot.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm impressed.
Knocking out a lot of new releases. But you know what? Calendar turned April and all of a sudden the good movies started coming out.
Literally. It's incredible. And are you drinking anything?
I have a Viva Huckleberry. I'll be your Huckleberry. Tequila seltzer.
Oh, nice.
So
we got a triple crack.
We all got to crack something.
I didn't hear it, but I'm sure the your mic picked it up.
100% got picked up. The triple crack. All right, so before we talk about the movie Sinners, because that's what we're talking about today. I almost forgot. I got a game. We're gonna do another poorly explained movies game. So I've got 4 movies for each of you. I do not remember what the score is. Is it 1-1 since the last time we did this?
No idea.
No, I think I'm up 2-0.
Oh, it's 2-0. So Sam, you need a bit of a comeback. I've got 4 movies here. We'll see who wins. Again, half a point or a full point if you guess it without the hint, and a half a point if you guess it with the hint.
We're doing it the same way. Once you get it,
yeah,
it's just...
first to respond gets it. All right. So, first one, we've got a man is angry after the death of his dog.
John Wick.
Oh, John Wick, yeah.
That is correct. It is John Wick. Connor, you're up 1-0. That one was intentionally an easy one. All right. Question number 2. A drug dealer falls in love with a drug user. A drug dealer falls in love with a drug user.
I think I know it. Is it Crazy Stupid not Crazy Stupid Love and Other Drugs, I mean.
It is Love and Other Drugs. That is correct, man. Connor, taken away right now. Okay, here we go. This one is interesting. A couple starts recording the action in their bedroom.
I believe in you.
Lots of thinking here.
I believe in you, Sam.
Is it obvious?
Kind of.
I wouldn't say obvious.
I know what it is, but I don't want to keep...
You could just say it.
It's a Paranormal Activity.
It is Paranormal Activity. Yeah. All right. I've grabbed another one, but it looks like Connor's going to run away with this. Except
grab a couple more.
If Sam gets the last one, I'll just give him the win. Because I feel like it. A woman takes a really stressful shower.
Psycho.
That's the next clue. Yeah, that is correct. It is Psycho. So you're on the board. It's 3-1. This one, for all the marbles, will win the game, even though it doesn't matter. This one will win the game. Two women fight to the death over a pair of shoes.
Devil Wears Prada.
That is incorrect. Sam, it is up to you. If you get this, you win the game.
Oh, I know it.
Cinderella?
Oh, it is not
Is it Wizard of
Cinderella.
Oz?
It is the Wizard of Oz,
yeah.
but I will not give you the points. That means, Sam, you win. No, I'm just kidding. Connor, you have won game number 3 of the, this game, that poorly explained movie plots game. That's the one. All right. Connor, you had something for us as well, right?
Yep.
Real quick.
Yeah, so let me share my screen. So on the website, it's actually its own website. It's called the dailyburgle.app.
I love that name.
Basically, you have 9 words just that are describing one movie, or describing like a movie, and you have to just guess movies to knock them all out.
Oh, interesting.
So but the thing is, there's one movie that will knock them all out. Otherwise, there's you can do like a movie a word essentially. So the words are assistant, asylum, command, gown, lawyer, seduce, strike, toilet, and worm.
Worm. That's an interesting one. Oh, okay. Well, the first, I don't know why, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is something that's coming to mind here.
For asylum.
Joker. This sounds like Joker.
Joker's not it could be Joker 2. Well, that,
I feel like it is something that happens in a courtroom.
I don't know. I don't know necessarily. Assistant, gown, strike, asylum, lawyer, toilet. Lawyer's throwing me off. Command, seduce, worm. I mean, do we want to just run one and see what comes up?
What we knock out. What do we want to try?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest will knock a couple of those out.
So it takes out assistant and asylum.
Okay.
So we still have pretty much everything left.
Yeah.
What about
would it be like something like Escape from Alcatraz or something like that? Probably not. I have no idea. Sam, what do you think?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I know you said Are you thinking like original Joker? You said Joker.
I don't know, because I was thinking like seduce and gown and asylum.
That would
obviously.
be more Joker 2, correct?
I hadn't seen it, so.
Oh.
we could try it. I was thinking Primal Fear 2, because that would have a lawyer.
Hey, I've not seen Primal Fear.
That's the one with Edward Norton where he...
You could do Primal Fear.
Let's see what that would knock out.
Burgling.
Ooh, 3.
Oh!
So that knocked out strike, lawyer, and command. They also have like synonyms that count too.
Yeah.
So we still need gown, toilet, seduce, and worm.
Worm is really throwing me off. What are the synonyms here? Is it like the animal worm, or is it Yeah, it is. That's really throwing me off. Could it be like the Silence of the Lambs?
Could try that.
Go ahead.
Nope.
No, it's gonna grab demands in asylum or commands in asylum.
What about I just had it. What about maybe Slither? It's like
I have no idea what that is.
it's one of James Gunn's like really old, or one of his first movies. No, nothing.
Nothing
The whole
for
thing is
Slither.
like there's these like alien worms.
Well, apparently not.
It's not.
All right, we have Seduce, Toilet. I don't know why Toilet made me think of Prisoners right away because of the one scene.
Yeah.
But that's obviously not going to do anything.
We have 3
I
guesses
don't know.
left.
I say let's just run anything for Worm. Maybe like Beetlejuice.
We could try Beetlejuice.
Burgling. It gave us Worm. All right, what can we do that grabs Gown, Toilet, and Seduce?
We don't have that many guesses left.
We have 2 guesses. So Gown and Seduce, you could do like how to lose a guy in 10 days. I mean that should absolutely get you the Gown and Seduce.
Just Seduce.
Well, all right, that's ridiculous.
Gown and Toilet
So,
now.
Gown and what about
Gown and Toilet?
Think of like a hospital movie or like a medical movie.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
I can't think of any.
Gown and Toilet.
Can you scroll over Gown?
I mean, what's that?
Just scroll
hover over Gown.
Hover over Gown.
Oh, sorry.
Robe,
Dress, frock. Huh.
Well, if it's robe, what is robe? We can try to fit in like a bathroom, like robe and bathroom.
What about Bridesmaids? Because isn't there a scene where one of them like shits himself on a plane?
I've never seen Bridesmaids, so we can roll it.
That's. I just remember
Bridesmaids.
seeing that.
Oh, look
Oh!
at that.
We did it.
You got the 9.
Secretary.
The best burgle secretary was
Secretary was
the
going to be
one.
the heist where you get all of them in one.
Yeah, okay.
That makes sense.
Tar.
I would have never gotten that. Tar from
The
2022.
Tar was going to be the next best. Oh, Primal
Hey,
Fear was
Primal
next.
Fear! Look at that, number 4. And Bridesmaids, number 4. Not bad.
So
Not
that's that.
bad at all. Cool, I like that game. All right, let's talk about Sinners now. All right, so I'm just gonna run down the information. So Sinners is a 2025 American period action horror film produced, written, and directed by Ryan Coogler. If you don't know who that is, he did Black Panther and also Creed, the original Creed, and Fruitvale Station. And he also did Black Panther Wakanda Forever as director.
And
So
the
this is
Space
his.
Jam.
Well, he was a
Producer.
producer for Space Jam.
Yeah.
So he this is his 5th feature film. It stars Michael B. Jordan, Hailee Steinfeld, newcomer Miles Caton, Jack O'Connell, Wunmi Masaku, Jamie Lawson, Omar Miller, Delroy Lindo, and the great Buddy Guy. With cinematography by Autumn Durald Arkapaw and music by Ludwig Göransson. Produced by Warner Bros. Pictures. And tracking to make a lot of money, frankly. It's looking really good. It's looking like it's gonna make, even more than some of the more bullish estimates prior to its release. So, which is really great. Sam, why don't you run us down just a couple of the reviews that you find?
Yeah. So it's pretty hot on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a 98% on the tomato meter right now, with a 96% audience score. So it's
Quite good.
It's very, very good.
First weekend's getting very good reviews. So
Yes.
on Google reviews, I got a 5-star. This one says the movie looked fantastic. The music was damn good. The acting was well done, and there was just enough comedy to balance it all out. The story that is told in the lead up to the second half of the movie let me know just enough about every character to actually care when it all starts to hit the fan. Speaking of which, the movie does take its time to build before it kicks into high gear, but not in a bad way. Definitely has From Dusk Till Dawn vibe to it. But honestly, that's something you put in the pro column. I truly think if you spend your money to go see this movie, you will get your money's worth. If anything, as I walked out of the theater, I was ready for about 3 spin-off movies.
No, please. No spin-offs.
No.
Let's not make Sinners a franchise, please.
You know they're going to do it.
Not everything needs a franchise. It's Warner Brothers, so they're 100% already talking about Sinners 2.
Oh, yeah. And then I have found a 1-star review. This one says, I wanted to like this movie so badly, but it just didn't deliver. Sure, the cinematography is gorgeous, and Michael B. Jordan does what he can with what he's given, but that's where the compliments end. The pacing is brutal. This could easily have been a tight 1 hour 30-minute runtime, but instead it drags on endlessly with scenes that feel like a filler. And don't
Point of order with that review. It does not drag on endlessly because it does end. It ends fairly quickly too in the grand scheme.
And don't even get me started on the genre confusion. At one point, I generally had no idea if I was watching a crime drama, a western, a romance, a musical, or some kind of artsy horror experiment. It's like the film had an identity.
man.
And that's a bad thing?
No, you can only watch one brand of movie per movie. You can't blend them at all.
It's like the
There's
film
no
had
such thing as a rom-com. It's either a romance or a comedy. Not both.
No!
It's either science or it's fiction. It can't be both.
It's like the film had an identity crisis and decided to just throw everything to the wall to see what sticks. Unfortunately, none of it does. The whole thing feels like a cinematic vomit, beautifully shot, but messy, incoherent, and trying way too hard to be profound. The character development is practically non-existent. Half the cast feels like they were introduced for no reason, with zero payoff or purpose. This movie is all ambition and no execution, a frustrating, overindulgent mess. 21 people found this helpful.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy to say that like all these characters feel like they've had no introduction when that's what made it feel like it was dragging on so long.
I know. They took care to make sure that you knew about these characters in an organic and truthful way.
Well, I didn't watch it, so
All right. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Okay, so in lieu of doing kind of a standard review where we'd have Connor take us through the plot, we're just going to talk about this film more generally. So I'm going to ask you, starting with Connor, give me your high level. What did you think about Sinners?
Sinners is such like. So before I even talk about this, I texted you guys this. I had a bad experience in the theater because the people I was sitting next to would not stop talking the entire time, and they were on their phones the entire time. Like, the girl I was sitting next to had her phone on full brightness watching TikToks.
That's insane. Why would you even go to a movie in that instance?
Yeah, I could live with, like, people talking. It's phones. That's just so distracting. I don't know. But besides that,
Ridiculous.
I think if you complain, they can like
Kick him out?
Kick him out, or like,
oh yeah, but I'm a little bitch. I'm not gonna call on someone.
well, sometimes,
excuse me.
Well, sometimes they have the cameras in the theaters too, and if they're monitoring that, then they can go in and.
Yeah, they weren't.
Yikes. Was the volume on the TikToks?
Oh yeah.
Oh my!
I don't know
fucking
what they
God.
were watching, but I knew it was a TikTok because then I just heard them like change the sound a bunch of times.
Fucking ridiculous, man. Why even go to a movie in the first place then? If you're were they like with people?
Oh, it was a big friend.
Or was it
group.
just Oh fuck.
So
fuck
I
off
would
with
assume
that.
like maybe like of I think it was like 5 or 6. I would assume like of the 6, maybe like 4 were like, let's go see this movie, and the other 2 were like, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah. But like you're just wasting your time and money at that point.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But anyway, the movie itself is such a breath of fresh air. Like it's honestly, it does kind of feel like how Dune was, or Dune 2 was last year, where it's just like the phenomenon that everyone is talking about in such like an organic way. Like it's just everyone loves it, and everyone's having like these good faith conversations about it, where even like the things that they don't like about it, everyone's like, yeah, but it never detracts from the movie itself, because the movie is excellent. The way it ties all these themes together, the use of music is probably some of the best ever. And I mean, I don't have the best frame of reference, but it's probably the best I've seen. Obviously shot well, or incredibly well. Yeah, it's just, this is like the movie. If you've been like saying that there's nothing really to go out to see, this is it, with like an exclamation
This will test
point.
that. Yeah, for sure. Sam, what about you? High level, what are your thoughts about Sinners?
Yeah, I didn't really know what I was going to go into seeing this movie, because I didn't really see a lot of the trailers. So I just knew it was like I knew it was a vampire movie, but I just didn't really know anything else about it. I was pleasantly surprised with all the themes. I also really enjoyed the music aspect of that. I think they tied that in with like a little bit of the horror theme, as well as some of like the period piece also. I'm a sucker for period pieces, and especially about around this time, with that time frame. I mean, I didn't have a bad experience at the theater like you. I did have to go up and go pee one time, so I missed like
Same.
Nice.
I think did what was it? I think I had to get up when they were in the tavern.
Spoil? Are we spoiling? No,
No, I don't think this is. If you're just pointing out a scene.
No. It was right before what's his name? Sam sings. Like, was there another like performance before that? Or not?
It
was Slim. Did Slim
yeah,
perform
just
at all?
Slim was just playing
it
the
was
piano
just
the
like
entire
okay.
night.
table setting kind of thing.
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
like a
I
table
think
setting moment.
Yeah. Okay, never mind that.
That's
But,
kind of when I went to the bathroom too.
I'm like
I
Actually,
did not.
no. I made sure I went after the scene.
Okay, and we'll talk about that scene when we get into spoilers discussion.
no, I was like, I didn't like have to go, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go right now, just so I can sit through the rest of the movie.
You don't want to accidentally miss anything because you have to go.
Right, exactly. I'm like, there's still like an hour and 15 minutes left of this movie. I'm like, yeah, I can't hold it anymore. I can't hold it for that long. I can't hold it for that long. So,
Oh man.
but yeah, I really liked it. I think the visuals. I think Michael B. Jordan did a great job, and the filmmakers did a great job at doing the casting the twins. So casting them as twins, and didn't like even a couple of the scenes where like they were together. You know, that scene that they were passing back and forth a cigarette. Like, that was great.
That's
so,
very cool. Very cool stuff.
But yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is a movie that definitely feels like it's for me, it was very transformational. It was like one of those movies that like ticks all of the boxes that I really want to see in a movie, and it did it with such originality. I liked a lot too that this is a very authentic story. It's one that obviously Ryan Coogler cared a lot about when he was making. And one that, I mean, when you talk about the technical aspects, it felt like everyone that helped make this movie was on point. Mm-hmm. All of the set decorations and the clothing and all of that stuff felt super period accurate. The settings were great. The camera work was great. The music was phenomenal. The acting was incredible. The direction was great. Like, it all like felt like each piece did their job to the highest level of perfection. That said, I wish it was longer. I think I could have used a little bit more time. There was some things that I wish they had explored a little bit more, but that's very nitpicky. Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was really great. I want to talk about too, just kind of like it was cool for me to see. Because I saw it before anyone else that we talked to about this stuff had been able to see it. So it was very cool for me to see it, to get to see everyone each day be like, holy shit. Like each day be like another person like, holy shit. And then another person like, it was really cool. But like, this is, I don't know about you guys, and I'll ask you, does this feel like kind of like, I mean, yeah, it's probably the best movie of the year so far. Is it like a turning point in the year, or is this kind of just like, I don't know, like is this kind of a signifier of like the rest of the month, the rest of the year, or is this going to be like we're going to look back on this in December and say, okay, we really peaked here and not like later in the year?
I kind of feel like it's hard to say right now. I feel like this movie didn't get the promotion it needed. Because I know there's quite a few people that had no idea what this was coming out, or have no idea what this movie existed. Mm-hmm. You know, as opposed to last year, you had Wicked, you had Dune, you had Gladiator, you had XYZ. Yeah. You know, so.
But I think too, in that sense, the film is, let's see, it's like that word of mouth spreads very, very quickly. Once people started actually getting to see it, I'm trying to see.
Yeah, because there was only like there was probably like 10 people in my theater when I went to go see. But I also went at 1 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, so
yeah, people were also probably still working.
A lot of people.
I didn't have the holiday off.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, I feel like for your question, I do feel like this is a movie, like a blockbuster, where there's like no franchise ties. This isn't like an existing IP. This is just pure original storytelling that's succeeding. Like the word of mouth, like you're saying, everyone loves it. Like my entire Twitter feed is just people like saying how much they loved it, how like you were saying, how transformational it was for them. And I just feel like maybe, I mean, I don't think other movies are going to have like the same effects. But I do think that maybe as we do get deeper into the year, like we are going to have more franchise movies coming out. Like, you know, Superman, Fantastic Four had their trailer drop. Obviously Jurassic World's been playing their trailer before every movie. Ugh. Which, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm still excited about it because I like Jurassic Park as a franchise, as an idea.
The Jurassic,
isn't it?
As an idea, I like it. But I do think that it's doing the thing that it needs to do, and that's getting the more casual moviegoer back to the movie theater without having a brand attached or like an existing name to it.
Yeah, I think that's important. I mean, you've seen the cries of people like we need original movies, and the original movies have been struggling. This is the first one, really. I mean, Black Bag was good, but that wasn't going to be an event film. This is a film that's going to do things. I think, and I don't know if we'll see something like this the rest of the year that is as original and as successful as this is, at least box office wise. It almost feels like, marketing aside, it feels like what happened during like Oppenheimer, where it was like all of a sudden you have everyday people wanting to go see a movie that isn't the MCU or a Jurassic or like a major tentpole franchise IP. It's instead this original idea from a guy who's an extremely talented filmmaker. And I don't know. I think this could end up being a major success in the long run if they keep it in theaters.
And I think it will last in theaters too, because I mean they'd have to be stupid to be like, well, it's been 2 weeks. Well,
you never know. You never know especially with Warner Brothers.
If they don't like money, then
yeah.
But I think too, like, to the movie's credit, I'm going to hold on to this point for a bit. But,
okay. Well, that's
mind.
great. That makes for great content.
Once we get to a more relevant topic, I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, let's dive into, I guess, spoilery territory. So, if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want it to be spoiled, stop listening, go watch it, come back. But we're going into spoiler territory, so spoiler warning. I'm saying it, spoiler warning.
Spoiler.
A lot of times it's spoilers now.
Spoiler.
Okay, we're good.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Thank you. So there are scenes so for me, I'm very much a music guy. I love this genre of music. This is an incredible film that really brings out that type of blues and the experience it has, and how it relates to the Black experience in America during that time. How did you guys feel about this kind of cold open that we start on?
I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the ending essentially that we kind of flashed. What's it called? Deus Ex Machina?
Nope. It's in media res.
No, yeah.
Deus Ex Machina.
Deus Ex Machina is like when the thing comes and saves the day out of nowhere.
Cool. Yeah, so like as you said,
the in media res open, yes.
No, I thought it was so. With a movie like this, I had a very good understanding of kind of how it was going to end as well. I didn't know, so I guess to spoil, you kind of expect there to be like 1 or 2 survivors by the end. Mm-hmm. And to see who was at the end, I was like, okay, I'm fascinated to see how we get here and what's the significance of this thing he's holding.
Right.
I will say the jumps of flashing to Jack O'Connell and the other parts of the ending, they got me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that first jump, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. I was like, all right, man.
The snake got me more than the first one.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, that snake part definitely got me as well. And I hate snakes, so I was not happy. It's a really cool cold open, and then it kind of just cuts back in time to show this to what?
To a day ago.
A day ago, yeah.
Yeah,
like
a day prior. Yeah, I loved how it's very clear that they wanted to take a lot of care in portraying sharecropping Jim Crow Mississippi in the 1930s and 40s. It's very poor, and you see it. And it works in that way. It helps us get into the setting. You understand who these characters are. There's And then also the music kind of blends in with all of that as well. I loved it. I thought it was a really great opener that worked really well. I want to talk, I guess we can kind of talk about our general category. So if we want to dive into category 1, which is acting, how do we feel about the performances here? I mean, there are a lot of interesting layers to the performances. There is, Michael B. Jordan playing twins, which I actually wanted to ask, do you think that it was always meant to be twins? Like, have Michael B. Jordan play twins, or was it going to be like we have Jordan and Jonathan Majors?
I was going to say, I think there was a certain
in.
individual who was probably lined up for that role, and they were like, yeah, I don't know if we should include him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's necessarily true, because there's been a lot of movies that have this year that have featured one actor playing two roles, with Mickey 17 and the Alto Knights. Probably won't be the last time we see it too. So
there's another one that I don't know. I don't remember.
What was it? Shit. I thought there was another one last year, but never mind.
I don't remember.
Oh, an actor plays twins. Let's see.
Or just two characters in the same movie.
Or plays two characters. Plays multiple characters. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I think regardless if it was intentional or not, I think it was an excellent choice to have two Michael B. Jordans. Because he is such a talented actor, in the same way where like Robert Pattinson was able to give them two distinct like personalities. Like Michael B. Jordan did the exact same thing, where even his was like a bit more subtle, where like they kind of are the same person, except Smoke's a bit more cold, where Stack is a bit more I don't. It's not like a people person, but he could.
They're two sides of the same coin. Like Smoke is the business guy.
Yeah,
he is the one that's like wants to get down to business. He's much more savvy, and he's like, this is the way things go, and he's very kind of in that nature. Whereas Stack is the playboy almost. He's like the high roller, the people person, like you said. Yeah, he knows how to relate to the people, and
he's so like Smoke, as we learn, has a wife. Stack kind of is like fucking around. Again, kind of there is a good duality of character.
Yeah, and I think Michael B. Jordan does a really great job at playing those characters with individuality. Like, even without the color coordination, where it's very like you can tell, he does a really great job of giving each character their own personality, which really helps, I think, move the story along. And then also you've got, in addition, acting alongside two versions of Michael B. Jordan, you have Miles Caton, who's a newcomer. This might be his first film. I don't know.
It's his only credit on Letterboxd.
Yeah, he blew me out of the park. He was incredible in this movie.
Especially,
he's got a phenomenal voice.
Yeah, he's a really great performer. I think he plays kind of that like free-spirited, free-willed young boy quite well, where someone who has aspirations and dreams of something so much bigger than what they've been allotted. I think he really taps into that, and you have to really be impressed to be alongside someone like Michael B. Jordan, and be alongside a Hailee Steinfeld, and be alongside a Delroy Lindo, who's also quite good in this movie too. Like, you have to really be able to act, and I think he performs quite well. How did you guys feel about Hailee Steinfeld's character and her performance here?
I thought she was really good too.
Yeah.
And I liked how there's obviously it's, you know, set in the 1930s. There's obviously a lot about race relations, and
Yes.
you know, she's one of a very few amount of like white characters in this movie.
Yes. And it's all done with purpose too. She is
Exactly.
a person who grew up around the black community, right? She's partially black herself.
Her
other
mother raised
people
them,
Yes.
smoking stack.
Yep. Also in the movie, you have an Asian couple, Lee Jun Lee and what is it? Peter Dramanis? Is that who it is? Is he, or is it? I don't remember.
No, his letterbox just says Yao. That's his name.
Okay. But like they are an Asian couple who in that time period, those were kind of the people who were willing to interact with black folk in that manner and, you know, become a part of their community in that era, because it wasn't happening with white people. And I think they do that really well. There is the Irish guy, what's his name?
Jack O'Connell.
Yes, Jack O'Connell, who does quite a good job playing the, spoiler alert, the vampire.
Remick.
There's a lot of really good and very intentional blends of race in the film that I think Coogler does with tact. It's not shown off just to be like a black empowerment type of film. But it is in the same vein, but it's not done solely for that purpose. It's very well done, and the acting kind of reflects that.
Like you were saying, everything's done intentionally. It's not done for like brownie points or anything like that.
Right. He's not trying to show, you know, white people as bad just because. It's like a reflection of what that era was truly like. And yeah, it works. One thing I wish I guess we can, you know, save that for the story. Is there anything that you guys want to say about the performances in the film? Sam, I guess, you know, overall thoughts here on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody did a great job. I mean, there's nothing too much else to be said. I don't know if I really cared for Cornbread's character, but
Cornbread.
I mean, he was kind of in there for the comic relief, which I didn't mind, but
Yeah. Yep. And Connor, any other thoughts here?
I definitely liked Wunmi Masako's character of Annie, who is Smoke's wife, and kind of their whole relationship of, again, we'll talk about it more with the story about why he's been away. She's kind of like, they call her like the witch, because she's more with the voodoo side.
Yeah.
She knows kind of like the supernatural elements before everyone else does. She just had such like a good presence about her.
Yeah. For sure. I also want to praise Delroy Lindo as Delta Slim. I love his character. He had a lot of really great comic moments, but also this very wise old man who spent his days being a musician and spending his dollars on booze, but also has lived a hard life. And I think he portrayed that quite well. All right, let's go to the story. Let's talk about the story. Sam, give me your thoughts on the actual story of Sinners, because we really haven't touched on what the story is.
right. So basically, yeah. So I really liked how genuine, like original it was. It had, you know, the you know, real life aspects of, you know, the hardships of the 1930s and stuff. Well, putting a little fantasy twist in it, which without going overboard with that, right? You know, without like, kind of do. Are we wrapping in the writing with this too, or are we just talking about the story?
Yeah. We'll talk about all of that. Yeah.
I think the main problems that I had with this movie was some of the writing. I think in the beginning it was long, but it was just setting up for that final final fight. I wish we got to see Remick a lot more, because I didn't really feel attached to his character that much. He only meets those two people, Joan and what's the other guy's name?
I don't even remember. Was it Bert? Joan and Bert?
Yeah, Joan and Bert.
Yeah.
Like I mean, he only meets them and like turns them, and then they go to the like. I need a little bit. Yeah, they explained how like his dad was like the Ku Klux Klan leader or whatnot. Or I think that was his dad was.
Yeah,
but I think that I just wish I got a little bit more from like Remick's story kind of thing. And then another slight issue that I had was Annie's just like, oh, they're vampires. We need this, this, and this, and it just so happens we have everything we need right in the tavern. I'm like, okay, that's a
Deus Ex Machina.
I'm like, I've never heard of them.
Never wrong, just early.
It's like I've only heard of them. I've never fought them before. I'm like, well,
yeah. Well, you don't worry, you're prepared.
And then one more thing.
Show's got that garlic on her.
Yeah. And then
she was cooking, so I think she would know. Like,
Right.
I'm cooking the food. I know we have a bunch of garlic.
Right.
Yeah.
And then one other thing was, again, spoilers.
I mean, we're past that point.
Spoiler
At the end when Smoke kills Remick, how the fuck did he get there?
Man, he fucking
like,
ran
how did he
so
get there
fast.
and none of the 30 other people behind them saw him? Like, I'm like, I don't know. It's just a little small plot hole that I just noticed, and it was kind of bugging me. But other than that, I think it was great. Again, I wish we saw a little bit more of the vampire side. Like them actually, like, not just. I mean, they had like a one-on-ones a couple times, but
yep,
they just opened the door and like everybody was let in. I wish they had more of like a cat and mouse game almost.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think the setup was great, and I like how the final part of the movie was just that one location.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my favorite lines of the movie, I think it was after Stack dies. He's like, Stack, is that you in there? He's like, no, it's fucking Jim Crow. Yes, it's me, or something like that.
That's a pretty good one.
So
yeah, I've seen one of the complaints I guess I've seen the most about this movie is that the first half of it moves fairly slow, or like the first third, I guess, when they're setting everything up, and I just personally could not disagree more. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just because I love the blues and I love what it was, the story that it set, but it just felt like every single thing that they did, every scene, every plot point, every beat was so intentional in getting us to understand intimately who the characters were, what they were about, what they loved, what they didn't love, and also moving them towards this big showdown at the juke joint. I loved it. I thought it was really great. One of the better real narratives that I've seen recently, where it literally, I could not point to a single scene where I was like, this is out of place. Mm-hmm. Because it all was done with care and intentionality. My favorite thing about this movie, I have described it to a few people now. The thing I tell them is that Sinners is a movie that tells the story of, like I said before, Jim Crow black experience in Mississippi in the 1930s and 40s, and how sharecropping was a major part of their lives, and also this duality between music and the blues, but also religion and the devil and faith, and how those often clashed, even though they were larger portraits of the same picture. And they painted two different sides of this experience, the black experience in that era. And also there's fucking vampires. And that just is so sick. It's just such a great idea for a movie. And it works, man. It works on every level. Mm-hmm. I know that we're probably going to talk about it more in the next section, but I gotta say, the one take in the middle of this movie, the scene, I know you guys both know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Was absolutely just, that's where I realized I was watching something that was greater than just your average piece of art. It was just mind-blowing to me.
This is what separates like a normal blockbuster versus something that's going to transcend like time.
Correct.
It's going to stand the test of like, this is what's going to make it so like come December, come like even March of next year when like we're discussing like awards and whatnot, it's going to be like, no. This is a movie that, yeah, it came out in April, doesn't matter.
Yep.
It's still... Absolutely.
It rips.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I thought that the heel turn, the when they switch it from drama to horror or thriller, as it were, I thought it was great. It was jarring in the right way and still worked. Mm-hmm. The only thing I wish we saw more of is the Choctaw Indians, the Indian vampire hunters.
I forgot.
We
about
saw them for one scene, and I was like, "Oh, they're coming back," and then they didn't.
I
was like, "Wait."
Well, it makes sense because as soon as they saw it, like the son was saying, they're like, "Yeah, we got to get home." Like,
yeah, but still.
Sorry, Joan, you're on your own.
Deus Machina.
Yeah.
Deus ex Indians.
There you go.
Native Americans.
No, they don't. I don't know. They don't like that anymore, apparently, from what I've heard.
All right.
I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about the story. Connor, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, I feel like that first half, it's like the necessary. It's like the eat your broccolis of, the story building. Because if you don't understand like these characters and their relationships with each other, nothing that happens at the end has any impact.
Correct.
Like, if you don't have these interactions with Smoke at the grocery store with Grace and Bo, do you really care about the scene at the end when Grace is like Bo is outside with the vampires and Grace is like pleading with them to let her out, and Smoke is like, we're not letting you outside. No, you don't. And it just
same with the initial interactions between Mary and Stack, and also when Preacher Boy meets Perline for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, those moments pay off later, but they're introduced in such an organic way at the beginning.
Exactly. And I think I definitely would agree that I think the movie could have used more Remick, because Jack O'Connell was really good in his role. And I feel like, especially because in his scene kind of explaining himself to like the survivors, he's like, yeah, the KKK is coming for you. Like, if you come outside, we're trying to make like a community that can live forever, like free of persecution, free of like hate. Come join us.
Yeah.
And
that's one of the things I think that they do so well too, is like, there's no bad guy. Really?
It's such a fascinating like motivation.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a vampire is like motivated by survival. Like, they're going to drink blood to live, and that's it. But then you add this whole element of he is basically a cult leader. Like, he has his song, I want to pull it up because I was listening to it while I was getting groceries.
Kind of a banger.
I was like tapping my toes while I was in the theater because it was so good.
Was it the Was it the Rocky Road to Dublin? That song?
Yes. That song was phenomenal. And they're all just like circling around him and dancing around him as he's like singing and then doing his jig. And I feel like, again, everything's intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if he's selling like a false promise or if he is actually trying to like give them this utopian society of like the vampires who can, live forever. Which makes it like such a interesting dilemma for like the survivors. Like, do we go? Do we stay? What do we do?
Well, right. I think that's something that Coogler does incredibly well with this film is like the villains have a motivation, the quote unquote villains have a motivation that like, yeah, their process is violent, but at the end of the day, they are trying to create a community of people, regardless of color or creed or anything like that. It's just a community of people. Mm-hmm. And like to have that as the motivation for your villain is incredibly bold, and it really goes to say like there's no winners here, there's no losers here, there's just life, and it's just is what it is, and then you put that against like this devil you know versus devil you don't kind of thing of like, I know the KKK and these white people are bad and hate me. I don't know that about these other guys that are seemingly trying to kill everyone, but they're having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's so cool. It's just so incredible. Like I said, and like you said, everything is done with specific intentionality that it just works.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything else to add, or do you want to go to the audio and the visuals?
We can get there because that is
all right. Yeah. So this is, I think for me, the audio and the visuals is probably where the story is the best, or the film is the best. I love the blues music that they use in here. The performances of the blues are what drives it for me. But also, the whole score is incredible. Ludwig Göransson, if he does not win Best Original Score this year at the Oscars, I would have to be absolutely blown away by something else for him to not get it in my mind. Mm-hmm. It's honestly, just incredible. He's like the best working composer out there.
Yeah. I would say I Lied to You, the song that Miles Caton is singing during that one take scene, mm-hmm. has to be up there too.
Oh, yeah. It's just incredible.
Especially, I saw the video of him performing it live with Ludwig.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just goosebumps every time.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's transformational. That's the point of the movie where I was like in awe of what I was watching. It's like truly watching art.
It's the SpongeBob meme of him just like levitating up.
Yeah, literally. And then visually too, this movie is stunning, and I haven't seen it on IMAX yet, but when I do, I'm sure I'm gonna love it even more.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have an IMAX theater near me, but I saw an XD, and that's the best I can do.
Yeah,
I guess I could have seen it in the D box seats, but I probably would have had a better experience because those are like separated.
Yeah, right. Sam, give me your thoughts on the visuals or the music, the score of this movie.
Yeah. Again, I do like the blues music. I think the score is great. I also like it was the one take scene where they went through the stages of, mm-hmm. the African American music.
Black music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They went from to African music all the way to like today's hip hop and
mm-hmm.
And rap. So
with the different choreography styles as well.
Right. all centered around the same song, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then visually, it was great. Nothing to complain.
What'd you guys think of the vampire design?
I thought it was interesting. I liked how they made it kind of like this is a normal person. Where we just came off of Nosferatu last year, where Orlok is barely it's like a more creature than human, versus now the vampires here are like regular guys that happen to turn with the teeth and the eyes and stuff.
Yeah, I found it interesting. It's something that they could just like turn on at like at like a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is very cool. I liked it a lot. I actually also want to just touch on, did you guys see the end credits scene?
Yes.
There was an end credits scene. I didn't stay for it though. I knew there was
Okay.
one though, but I just didn't stay.
And honestly, it was like really just like a first third credits scene, because it was like a couple credits and then the scene came on. But very cool. Sam, do you want to know about it, or do you want to see it again?
Do you want to be
sure.
spoiled?
No, it's
Yes,
No,
do you
I
want to
don't
be
care. I
spoiled?
don't care.
Spoiler
Okay, so
alert.
basically the end credits scene stars Buddy Guy, the famed guitarist, playing an much older version of Preacher Boy, performing the blues at a concert, electric blues. And after his little concert at a bar or wherever it is, he's having a drink, and in walks Stack and Mary, still in hip-hop clothes, 90s hip-hop attire, but still looking as young as they were in the 1930s, 40s, whenever, 1930s. They walk in, and basically Stack reveals that Smoke made him promise to leave Sammy alone, and he'd let him go, which he did. And so there's this whole scene of Stack and Mary coming to see Sammy in his old age and say, hey, you can join us. You can be immortal like we are and have a great time and live forever. And Sammy's like, nah, man, I'm good. I live my life. I'm happy with how things are, and I'm ready to keep moving on. And it's like this realization of like you can have, and that's why I think the story is so powerful, is like there's no right or wrong answer here. Like they make it very clear that Stack and Mary are having a great time. They love being immortal. Yeah, they can't go outside at night, and they can't eat garlic, or during the day, and they can't eat garlic and some of these other things, but they look like they're not like worn down. They're not like whatever. They're having a great time. And then on the flip side of that, it's clear that Sammy, Preacher Boy, has lived his life to the fullest and lived it the way he wants to live it, and is happy with that. And so you see this, all of a sudden it's like this moment of like, okay, well, maybe no one was actually really right or wrong here. Maybe it's just, like I said before, it is just life. And it's so powerful, and I love it. And props to Coogler for adding in that scene. That is really just incredible. All right. I think we've talked about Sinners long enough. Do you want to go scores? Thoughts and scores.
Sure.
All right.
So
go ahead.
I forgot to mention it with the story. I kind of found it interesting how the vampires, you never see them attack until like the final fight. It's always, everything's done off screen.
Yeah.
Like when
Except for when they grabbed that one random dude that they kicked out of the bar.
Yeah, besides that. But even that's like the precursor to that final conflict, or the final fight scene. I found it interesting because it kind of made it feel like it's not even, up until that point, it doesn't even really matter that they're vampires. They could just be an angry mob.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure to the characters too, that's what it felt like, and then ended up being like what Smoke encounters with the KKK mob at the end of the movie too.
Yeah, I thought that was a fantastic ending too.
That was so sick. He's just taking guys out left and right.
I thought there's the scene of him, like, he sends Sammy away. So it's just him, and he's trying to roll up a cigarette, and he is shaken so much by everything that just happened, he can't do it. That is phenomenal. I don't know if, like,
powerful.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know if that was, like, scripted or if that was, like, something that Michael B. Jordan, like, brought to the table. Phenomenal idea, because I feel like so many movies just kind of, like, gloss by, like, I had to kill, like, my wife. I had to kill, like, all these people, all, like, pretty much this entire town, essentially.
Yeah, well, you could see him shaking a little bit in the beginning too when he gets first introduced.
Yeah.
So, but he was also
he seemed like he has.
Yeah, he was also in World War
anxious-
One. So they both were also in World War One. So he probably has some kind of like PTSD or something.
Yeah.
It
It was also
quite well
cut
done.
with, like, the scenes of the last night, too.
Right. Right. Yeah.
All right, let's do our scores. Sam, I'll just kick it off with you.
Oh.
Give me your score for and your thoughts on Sinners.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I didn't really know what I was going to go into this movie expecting. And I came out really impressed with how it was shot, the story, original story. I like I said, a couple of my issues with the movie was a couple of those plot points and stuff. But the good definitely outweighs the bad. I'm going to give this a 4.25 out of 5.
4.25. All right, Connor, what about you?
I mean, I loved it. I'm a big Coogler and Michael B. Jordan fan. I mean, it's clear that, and this is the point I was going to make earlier and held in the back pocket. I guess there was no better time than now. It's clear when you look through, like, with Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, and even, like, everyone else he works with, there's so much continuity from movie to movie down to, like, you know, Ludwig has worked with Coogler on pretty much all of his movies. Let me switch back to the crew. Autumn Arkapaw has worked with him on most of his movies. Even like production designer Hannah Beachler has worked with him on most of his movies. Like, you could see, like, that continuity and that, like, everyone is just so in sync and they know how to get the best out of each other. And that explodes on the screen because it is so visually stunning, audio stunning. Performances are terrific, starting with Michael B. Jordan, and then obviously Miles Caton is incredible in his first appearance. I mean, again, I Lied to You is a phenomenal song that I was literally listening to on repeat while I was getting groceries today. Like, some things could have changed a bit, but I'm not going to nitpick this movie. I'm going to do something that I would never, ever do. I'm giving this a 4.75.
Whoa!
What?
Not even fives here.
Yikes.
I know.
All right. Well, this movie's incredible. It really is. You guys have really hit the nail on the head across the board. This is a movie that, like, I know I will look back on and say this was, like, an extreme turning point for how I view film. It's thematically engaging. The story is amazing. The music, the sound, the visuals. Like I said before, everyone is on point here. There is not a single thing that I would change about this movie. I loved it. I was engaged in it the whole time. I was, like, in the theater smiling, like, couldn't stop myself from smiling because of just what I was witnessing on screen was just so incredible. And I think for that reason, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I mean, perfect. This is an absolutely phenomenal film. So that brings our our score to a 4.67 average, which in the grand scheme of our reviews is number 2. The second best movie we've seen on this podcast, and only the second 5 to ever come out. The first being Connor's 5 score of Jaws.
Well, don't forget my 5-star of the Meg.
Oh, that doesn't count.
It does. It's there.
It does. Okay, so Connor's 2 shark movie scores, and then my 5 for Sinners. This is just below Jaws, just above Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, at a 4.67. That is going to do it for this episode of the Filmbox Podcast. If you like what you listen to, leave a rating, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast platforms, and go see Sinners in theaters this weekend. Go see it. Support independent and non-IP films.
Go see it on the biggest screen you can, too. If you're
Yes.
near an IMAX theater, do it.
Do it.
If you can only see it in XD, do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it.
Oh, for sure. And
But you must have already seen it because you're listening to this episode.
Exactly. Go see it again.
This is
Go see it
supplemental.
again.
Cat.
Smart. Follow us on socials. Go to our website, firstpicturehouse.com. Connor's review on Sinners is live there now. So you can go read it.
I was up until 1 a.m. writing it.
Woo, man.
The things he does
and-
for the pod.
I know, right?
For the...
And you can follow us on Letterboxd and see what we're watching when we're watching it. You don't have to wait for each episode. And Sam's cat is playing with him. It's great. Yeah, you want to do our random movies? You want to pull a movie? Want to pull a movie?
Yeah,
Let's pull a movie.
let's pull
All
a
right,
movie.
Connor, you're going first this time. What do you want?
What did I ask for last time?
I think you asked for 70s any or 80s any. That's how you got Superman?
No, I asked for the 60s.
Oh, that's right.
Give me 80s.
80s.
Oh, my light died.
Nice.
Yeah, 80s anything.
Okay, 80s anything. Your movie is Hotel St. Paul
Interesting.
from 1988.
Hotel.
All right, I'll go next. I want let's just go with 90s any. Anastasia from 1997, the animated film.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah. And then Sam, what do you want?
Give me a 60s war movie.
60s
That sounds
war
so specific.
movie.
I feel like you have one in mind that you want.
Yeah. 60s subgenre. Do I have war in the sub? I do have war in the subgenre. You have The Great Escape.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, and we'll see you next time on the Filmbox Podcast.
See you later.